Okay, for 17, 18, and 19, we are, again, asking you to graph this, but we're not giving you the equation, we're giving you information about the equation, and asking you to put up a best sketch. It's not going to be perfect, obviously, but just going to ask you to put up a sketch. So we're going to start off with where it's positive and where it's negative. All right. If it's greater than 0, it's positive. So therefore, when it's greater than 0, it's above. So it's up here. When it's less than 0, it's below. It's down here. Okay, it's below the x-axis. So we'll start with negative infinity. We'll go left to right. So negative infinity to negative 2. So everything left of negative 2 is going to be below the x-axis. It's going to have a negative output. Everything from negative 2, in this case it's negative 2 to 3, is going to be above the x-axis. From 3 to 5, again we're below. So from 3 to 5, it's on that interval, we're below. And then 5 from infinity, the very last one, we're above. So those are actually our roots. Where we are above and below those intervals show us our roots. The other piece of information it gives us is above here. Where it's increasing and decreasing. Increasing is basically means it has a positive slope. Decreasing means it has a negative slope. Now these aren't perfect lines, back when we were graphing lines. A positive slope is anything that is curving upwards. So if you were walking along it, you would be walking uphill no matter what the incline. Decreasing would be anything that looks kind of like this. Looks like you're going downhill if you're walking across it. So for this one, again, I'm going to start from negative infinity. So it goes from negative infinity to 0. So from negative infinity to 0, I'll just start down here, go through my y-intercept, my x-intercept, till I get to 0, and we're going to turn around there. From 0 to 4, we turn back around, we're going down. So go through that to right there. Sounds good. And then from 4 to infinity, the last piece of from 4 to infinity, it says it's increasing again. So we're going to take right there, go through our x-intercept, and go up. And I forgot my arrow down there. So that's roughly what our sketch looks like. Now, obviously, this could be much more steep than this. It might be something as crazy as this. Technically, that fits it. It's increasing until 0 where it turns around, then it goes down to 4 where it turns around and goes back up. It goes through those roots. But this is just fine. This is what we're looking for right now. The degree. This one has 2 humps, has 2 turns. So the degree has to be at least 3. And the leading coefficient, it's going up and to the right. So the leading coefficient has to be positive. Number 18, same idea. This one's a little bit different because it says f of x is less than 0 for all real numbers. So at all times, we were going to be in the negative column. So this one's a little bit different. We don't have any roots for this. We don't have any x-intercepts. So we just got to go by on the increasing and decreasing. So if this one is increasing and decreasing, increasing from negative infinity to 1. So from negative infinity to negative 1, I'm not sure what I'm just trying to draw there. Negative infinity to negative 1, we're going to go up. And then at negative 1, it's going to turn around. Negative 1 to 0. Negative 1 to 0. So it's going to go down. And whenever it crosses the x-axis, now, again, it may be way down there. So what? That's not what we're looking for. We're just trying to get a general idea. It's going to turn around, and from 0 to 1, it's increasing again. And as long as we don't cross the x-axis, we're okay. And then from 1 to positive infinity, it's decreasing again. So it could look something weird like that. To give you a different idea of what it might look like, let's erase that and try again. I could go like this. No, let's back up. I could go. It might look like that. It might be as extreme as this. All right. Either way, it could be any way you want it. But general idea of what's going on. So the degree is. I'm going to erase this one. This one's so ugly. Let's try that again. Let's do the one we did earlier. Make it a little. Still not perfectly pretty, but whatever. So the degree for this one has to be 3. 3 or greater. Because, oh, sorry, not 3, 4. Because there are 3 humps. And the leading coefficient has to be negative. Because it's starting from the negative side. Last but not least, number 19. We're back to giving you roots again. You got all this information. So we are above x here. We're above the x-axis there, and we're below the x-axis on this one. So let's start with negative infinity to 5, which let's go ahead and fix that to a negative 5. It's supposed to be big typo. We'll fix that for next year. So from 0 to negative 5, from negative infinity to negative 5, we are above. We're greater than 0. From negative 5 to 0, we're below. From negative 5 to 0, we're below. From 0 to 2, we're above again. From 2 to 4, we're below. Looks like a smile, a frowny face. Let's try that again. We're below. And from 4 to infinity, we're above. So that's where we are, whether we're above or below the x-axis in those intervals. We also found our roots. And again, increasing and decreasing. This is where we can actually start drawing our line. So remember, increasing is anything where you're going uphill. Decreasing is anything where you're going downhill. So we are, again, negative infinity to 2. So let's start with negative infinity. We are decreasing all the way from negative infinity to negative 2. So let's go down to negative 2 where we stop. From negative 2 to 1, we're increasing. So we're going to pick up where we left off. Negative and 2 to 1. Then from 1 to 3, we're going down. It's like a little bit of a roller coaster. And from 4 to infinity, we're going back up. And again, this might be very extreme. This sucker may come from way up high, come down, turn, go up, turn, go down, turn, and then go up like that. It might be really strange. But we're just trying to get rid of it. It could be as subdued as that. So for this one, we have 1, 2, 3 turns. So we have to have at least a leading coefficient of 4. And it's going up and to the right. We're going up and to the right in that direction. So the leading coefficient has to be positive.